All right, we are back here on the live stage show, Comic-Con 2012, and I've got Mike Gamble here to talk to us a bit about some Mass Effect 3 DLC. I know Mass Effect is back in the forefront of everybody's minds right now. You guys just had a little bit of DLC to the single-player story, but now you guys are going multiplayer, right?
Yeah, that's right. You know, since launch, DLC has kind of been a service for us. We've really been thinking about DLC as something that we want to deliver content over and over again. And with multiplayer, it's a perfect opportunity to bring out our new DLC next week. It's called Mass Effect 3 Earth, and it's available on Tuesday.
All right, so give us a lowdown on what Mass Effect 3 Earth is all about. You know, what makes it different from the multiplayer component that was originally available in the game?
Sure. So basically, first of all, it's free. Everyone who wants to get the DLC can get it. It has 3 new maps, so Vancouver, London, and Rio. Those 3 maps you can basically play, with all your friends. Everyone can download it, like I said, so there's no kind of splintering of the community. We've got new classes, so brand new classes for each of the class types. So, and they're all the N7 kind of operative classes. As well, we've got 3 new weapons and a whole bunch of mods, a whole bunch of gear. Basically, it's just jam-packed with the stuff.
Okay, so I just want to remind folks out there that if you have any questions for us that you want answered live on the air, feel free to tweet us to the @gamespot account, and I will do my best to get those answered for you. So, Mike, we're actually seeing a bit of footage on the screen right here. Could you, ooh, and that guy just got his head popped. That's never fun for anybody. Could you explain what we're seeing right here?
Yeah, so what you're seeing is our newest N7 Vanguard kit. So you see he's popping all over the map. He's got a sword in the back. So the melee game in Mass Effect 3 Earth is extremely visceral. It's quicker than ever before. A lot of the classes are all about the melee action. This particular class is really interesting to work with. He's just all over the place, and it's a very risky class to play as because you can rush in and you can get very injured very quickly.
You're right.
Yeah, but it's pretty fun. And like throughout the missions themselves, you're seeing Rio here. It's the fire base off of the coast, and if you look in the background, you can see little pieces of the Rio city burning. Also what you see is one of the new weapons. He just had a shotgun there, and he's also got the LMG in this particular build. So I mean, the weapons that we added are really heavy hitting. So there we see the Vanguard class. He's got this really cool shield he can defend his squad members with, and he can also bat away enemies. There you see the LMG again, back in action. If you hold down the trigger for the LMG, it picks up the rate of fire and eventually, kills the guys pretty quickly.
All right, so we've got a question here from Surge747 who's wondering what rarity are the new weapons and characters?
So the rarity is of the rare classification. They're not ultra rares. So generally, I think if you've gotten a lot of the content already, because they're in the rare class, you'll be able to get it pretty easily. Oh, there we go, Ryan. Yeah, this paladin class is definitely important if you're going to be a team player. He's kind of the defensive backbone of the team, if you will.
So A7 Mad is wondering about, we're seeing a very quick and agile character here. Is that specific to this class, or are the other classes able to run around that quickly as well?
Yeah, a lot of the N7 operatives that are in Earth are fairly quick, fairly agile. You'll notice that for the Adept and for the Infiltrator classes, they're all over the place. The rolling and the diving and whatnot is very quick compared to some of the other classes. There's also a teleport option for some of the characters where instead of just rolling the character to the left, they literally teleport through cover to the left. So it's pretty cool.
A very bold question from Lego Driver 4 asking, will Mass Effect 4 launch next year? I feel like even if it was, we probably
wouldn't say it.
We probably wouldn't get an answer on that one.
Not really, no.
All right. So how would you describe just the overall sense of action with this new DLC. Compared to what was before, in terms of pacing, just the general, style and chaos of it.
Yeah, it's a lot more intense. We know that the players have been, getting better and better since we've launched. So because of that, one thing I forgot to mention for Earth, we've added a platinum difficulty, which makes it more difficult than ever. And platinum is so hard that only a handful of people at the office itself has ever beat it. So based on that itself, platinum will have banshees coming at you at the same time as phantoms, and it's all out chaos. And these maps in particular, they're pretty close quarters maps. It really increases kind of the urgency for you to run for cover or work with your teammates strategically to get a leg up on the Reapers. I think personally it's the best content that we've done multiplayer-wise because we're constantly learning and getting better every single time we put out a piece of DLC. And because of that, it really shows. It's really, really fast, really action-based. So.
Let's see here. Andre Dahl is asking actually specifically about weapons in this DLC, which maybe you missed earlier. You actually addressed the weapons question earlier, right?
Yeah, we've got 3 new weapons. So one is kind of an Asari-based pistol. You can charge it up and release it. It's pretty accurate, pretty deadly. We've also got a heavy shotgun, which has a clip in it, so you hold down the trigger and it just unloads. It's kind of the ultimate in really close range combat. We have nothing.
I'm a fan of the shotgun in the multiplayer, yeah.
So this is like a whole bunch of shotguns taped together, nice. Really, really quick. It goes through ammo very quickly too. And we've also got a heavy machine gun, or light machine gun. You see it there. It's kind of one of our heavier assault rifle class weapons. You hold down the trigger and the rate of fire continues. So eventually it's almost like a Gatling gun by the time it's really spun up. So, and of course there's all the weapons from the previous 2 DLCs as well. Right. So in total we've added in the last 3 months 9-10 new weapons to all the DLC. So pretty substantial.
All right, Michael, thanks a lot for swinging by and telling us about the latest DLC. Remind everybody out there who might have missed it earlier, when is it going to be available for download?
So Mass Effect 3 Earth comes out next Tuesday, July 17th, for all platforms. And if you're in Europe, I believe it's on the 18th.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Now, our own Maxwell McGee recently covered that DLC, and he's got some coverage up on the site right now, so be sure to give that a look as well if you want to dig a little bit deeper into the Mass Effect 3 Earth DLC. Now we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some Injustice action.